Here's a little poem I wrote. Don't worry, I'll be happy. I started with be happy because sometimes these poems can be a little bit dark. They're like coming during my healing thing. Okay, so I never thought I'd stop giving, but the others were just not living. This cycle of life, it caused me so much grief and strife. But it was their demise to my surprise. When I realized this, I almost wanted to hand them a knife. Trying and pleasing, but never giving back, will keep you stuck in like life and feeling lack. That's a true story. The longer you hold on to stuff and anger, being pissed at people, it's called the resentment, okay? Again, I don't mean to go back to AA, but I wasn't even active in AA. My thing was more NA, but this book ended up after at least 20 years. Step 4 is letting go of your resentments because you can't really move forward until you do. You think you can. You know, I have one against my mom, keeps coming back up because, but if you get it out there, put it down on paper. And the biggest one that I didn't even ever consider, and this came from a judge in a small town that was nice enough to teach this program. And he said, a resentment against yourself. And I'm like, I didn't understand. For holding on to that. My daughter is mentally disabled. I couldn't move on. I feel like it was my fault she was like that. And it was so hard to have her go into a home after 15 years. Severe though, like 28 in diapers, no speech. But anyways, I held on to that so long. I held on to losing my house and losing everything a few times. Once I realized, that I could just like let those resentments go, ask for forgiveness, give it to God, give it to whoever you believe in. Unbelievable. The peace comes. It really does. It is the hardest thing I ever had to do. That's why I am here, like trying so hard to just get one person just to realize that, like, I just still, my resentments come up daily, especially in the healing, and I'm right in the thick of it right now. So, just hope this helps somebody. And I'm not being all AA and everything, but the resentments is where I really learned that step 4 is where I really let go. I really let go. Then I had to go back to step 1, which was surrendering like 50 to 60 times. And I wouldn't even go to these meetings. I had people sign my papers and everything. Later down the line, all these tools came back in my head when I did start my healing. You know what I mean? Like, and you remember, oh my God, that's right, I read. And one more that I feel really strongly about. There's this worked for me. There are, if you have like other things besides, I don't know how to put this. Sometimes from the drugs, people feel like they are mentally ill. I did. I went on medications that actually ruined my life for a few years where I was like a zombie. I trusted the doctors, and it turns out I haven't been on any mental health that was a short-lived thing. I haven't been on really any mental health mental health meds in years, and I was only on them because I couldn't handle all that resentments and the emotions. I didn't know how to process them. But there was a one quote that said, "Freedom from bondage." This doesn't have to be just for addiction. This could be just for codependency, any kind of healing thing that you think, freedom from bondage. And it said that most of the time, there's an underlying thing there already before you even start life. You know what I mean? So when you realize that, like what I'm trying to say is, I felt like a scum when I was in my addiction, stealing, shoplifting a couple times. It was so just little things, but still. And I couldn't understand why. My mom did have a little issue with that too. I can't even believe I'm sharing this, but because you would never know by looking at her. But anyways, when I realized that was a symptom of the disease, you know what I mean? I said even of a toxic system. Sometimes like it's like a get you back type thing when you're in that negative mind state. You got to clear your mind. It took at least 5 years for me for my wisdom and my knowledge to start coming back. I thought I was gone or with this. But anyways, there could have been like a symptom of the disease. It could be something you're doing. Don't characterize yourself that way. Most of the times it's a symptom of some kind of, hurt that you're going through. So put it down on paper. Don't keep a resentment toward yourself. And I know it's so hard for people that hurt you. You don't have to, they say forgive, forgive, forgive. There was a judge that I couldn't forgive. I prayed and prayed and prayed because I was in desperation, and it worked. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, I don't know what it is. It's a mind control thing. You know what I mean? Like, it took me so many years, but I see people younger that I'm learning from, and I'm going, oh my God, how did you do this? How did you get better and sober in 2 years? It took me so many years because I was in the thick of it. You got to remove yourself, or you got to be able to be balanced if you want to deal with that. You know what I mean? I hope this helps somebody. I was only coming on to do a poem. But I big time on my heart. Everything that I said are things that I think about like daily, how to help like the new generation not go through the addiction and stuff like that. And, all right, guys, hope this helps. Oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. 2023, baby. I hope it's better than 2022 was.